Guys, I'm gonna say this. This is DJ Wolf, and of course, the podcast is DJ Wolf Live. I got a couple of things on my mind about who your real friends are, who your real allies are in this world, man, and the people who you think are supposed to be your allies, ride or die, ain't what they cracked up to be. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. I was going to look at a new vehicle yesterday. I actually did a nice one too. It was a 2016 Dodge Charger RT. RT is road and track. That map tapper was nice as hell, man. And I had a little negative equity in my current vehicle, which is fine, because I like my current vehicle. I'm not gonna lie. After not driving it for over a week, I kind of missed it, and I like, wow. But anyway, it's and I drove that car yesterday. That car was fully loaded. I mean, fully loaded. The one I really should go ahead and buy is that daggone Camaro I had a chance to get. And I said, nah. It's a long story. I'm not even going into detail, but I talked about it enough anyway. But anyway, what I'm finding out is that the people who you think are rallying for you sometimes really don't have your best interest and don't have your back. If anything, they're jealous-hearted, stab you in the back, and these are the people you're supposed to feel closest with, and they don't. They're not as close to you as you think they are. If anything, in some cases, they see you doing this and they ain't doing that, they use it against you. And this is a damn shame. That's why we got so many issues in our community today, because, you're trying to motivate people by doing what you're doing, and like myself and some of those same people use it against you because they're not doing what they're doing. Jealousy. That's one of the biggest things I cannot understand. Why you as other black people, African Americans, are jealous of the very people who could be helping you or motivate you to do the things you need to do. Seriously though, because I've been around people like that. It's astonishing, man. It's astonishing to me personally. It really is. That in this day and age, in 2019, you still have black people acting that way towards other black people. Well, look what you got all this and that. But then you understand, people work. For some of us, it didn't really come as easy as you think it did. Because life hasn't always been easy for you. Life hasn't always been easy for me. But people don't understand that. I've heard stuff like, well, you got a house. You was fortunate. No, I worked. I don't understand that, because that one person that they know didn't work, that means I just lucked up because I was in the same boat they were, and I wasn't. The difference was I worked my ass off to do what I need to do today. You got some people who don't work their ass off as much as I do, and yet they're where they're at because they didn't work the ass off as much as I did. And then try to figure out, how come I ain't doing what you doing? I don't know. Maybe you didn't do what I did. And people try to make that comparison with me, and like, you have to evaluate what you need to do or what you didn't do to get where you need to go. But I'm tired of that mess. It annoys the ever-living hell out of me, because people are always trying to make that comparison. Like, well, I did. And, I just shake my head. I just shake my head. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Excuse me. I don't. I simply don't. There's an old saying goes, and you might heard off a record. The early bird catches the worm. It's true. In other words, the term "the early bird catches the worm," at least for me, It means you got to get a jump ahead on life, on everything, so you can be ahead of the game, ahead of the curve, you know, ahead of where you need to go, so you know what you're going into or what you're getting into. You know, that's just facts, man. You have to, man. You always got to stay one step ahead in life. That's how it works. You know, I always have my own model. It's called, I just figuratively always say to myself, life, get in the game. You know, it was a game a long time ago called the game of life. But that's why, and I reversed and said life, get into the game. You know, and that's what people need to start doing. Start worrying about, well, how did you know I didn't do what you do, or well, you doing this and that. I don't know. That made me, not be able to do it because you did. No, just some off the wall stupid stuff, man. I get tired of that, man. Stop making excuses and do what you need to do out here, man. In terms of your goals, and stop worrying about how the other person did what they did. And stop hating. Stop drinking that haterade, man. Haterade is dangerous in a lot of ways. You know, the thing that trips me out is that I've heard this personally, and I've heard people say it to other people all the time. You forgot where you came from because somebody went out and did what they had to do for themselves. They're expected to come back home and provide it for everybody else. I've been in that situation many times over my damn self. Get the fuck over, ass white. On a damn line. These people cannot drive. You know. But, they play a dangerous game out here. You know. You need to evaluate what you need to do and stop expecting everybody to give you a handout all the time. No, and I'll say this. There's a difference between a hand up and a hand out. A hand up is to, educate and retool somebody to help them get where they need to go. A hand out is just somebody's looking to get something from the fruits of somebody else's labor. Big difference. I don't mind doing a hand up for people. Say, hey, this is what you need to do, blah, 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 blah. I've done that before, people too. The handouts I'm not too crazy about doing because you got people expect it all the time. You do it for once, they expect you to do it again and again and again and again. And then at the same token, never trying to get school on what they need to do to be school. It just annoys me, man. Like I said, I was in a similar situation recently. I'm not going to go into detail about it. I think I've talked about it till I'm blue in the face on another podcast if I hadn't already released it. Or I had to come to that. It wasn't really about a handout or a hand up, but it was just a hand over. But that's another story. And I kind of felt very singled out. Yeah, I gotta hear excuses from everybody else, but that's another story. One day I'll talk about it. I may talk about it this weekend. Who knows? Depends on my mood. I'm just tired of us being the way we are as a people. I'm very, very, very weary of it. I really am. I am so weary of it. It's not even funny. And black people play that. I ain't gonna say black, Negroes play that game with us over and over and over again with no care in the world. Literally, no care in the world about anybody else's health or welfare or time or effort. All that came to play for me in the last few weeks. But I'll get to that, but I'm just saying. And I know of other stories where that happened to other people too. Where with their time and effort and care and concern and things they did for other people was kind of being played upon. Taking the kindness for weakness. Yet they're giving you a sob story for something they didn't even do or wasn't even involved with. They just looking for pity. You know, it really is a shame, man. I was watching a video just early this morning on Tommy Sotomayor's channel. Matter of fact, I saw two videos. One was Elder Truth, Elder Rashawn. That's my dude, man. That's my, I call him my elder father in terms of what he preaches and what he talks about. He's a teacher. He's a schooler. He'll school you in a heartbeat about different things. Check out Elder Rashawn on YouTube. And he and myself both agree about one thing about Tommy Sotomayor. And I know people bash him and trash him all the time, but you know what? He's absolutely 100% right. And like I said, and I've said this before, dude, really? You may not always agree with everything Tommy Sotomayor says, but one thing that stands out in the crowd about Tommy is that he reads it like a book. He tells the truth about it. You got black people out here that are so ratchet, it's not even funny. And they have no fucks to give about anything. Prime example, it was a video that I just saw that he posted this morning. Well, I think it was posted last night sometime, but I just saw it overnight that he posted about these women fighting. One of the women had her, I think, was a 3-month-old baby in her arms. In the middle of fighting, she dropped the baby. First of all, why the fuck are you going to be fighting with a baby in your arms? That's number one. Number two, why are you going to be fighting with somebody at all with a baby in your arms? Period. And number three, what the fuck was you thinking about? Well, think about nothing but think about my own self. And based on what I've dealt with in the past and recently, I'm telling you, you got black women got a fucked up man's mindset against black men, especially black men who do right. I'm telling you, their whole mentality is jacked up anymore. I recently proved that to somebody not too long ago. Come on, you ass munch. Fucking what's wrong with these damn people out in the roads, man? They just think they own the damn road. What are we doing here? Jesus, people cannot drive. They drive like first graders out here. Come on, man. I'm giving this food time. I don't know. But anyway, it's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous as all hell. It is. And they have no thought process about anything. They just do stupid shit just to be doing it. You drop a baby in your arm, and here's the bad part about it. She dropped the baby in her arm. Baby had a head injury. She took the baby back home. Didn't even get the baby checked out by a doctor or anything. Baby died. She claimed the baby fell at home. Meanwhile, she dropped the baby on his head. Like it was just a dog. You know? But the mentality, the mindset of some of these women today, man, in 2019 is jacked up, man. And not only women, but guys too. You got some guys out here just a bunch of dillweeds, man. For real. And y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't even have to explain that. Y'all seen them. You know? And you know, and I'm going to say the same thing, both men and women. Not all, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Mentality's got to change, man. And I'm like some other YouTubers. If you're not going to change with the times and get your head right, then we need to weed them out. And I don't mean like, you know, do anything drastic. The only thing I will say is just not deal with them people. Deal with people who want to do something. Deal with other people, don't deal with them at all. And that's going to be my mom for the rest of the year. Not deal with stupid ass people. I'm not going to do it no more. I'm done. And stupid ass people will set you back 300 years. Yeah, and I do mean literally almost 300 years. Because the stupidity will definitely set you back and put you in the mindset where you don't need to be. You know, They will. Just tell you what I know from personal experience. They're jealous, they're crass, they're nasty, they got nasty attitudes, they think they know everything. Know-it-alls. Don't know shit. You know? Can't tell them nothing, though. Until you realize they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. I don't have the time for that no more. I don't have the time for it, man, because it's just a waste of time dealing with that kind of mentality. You know? I'm just not gonna waste my time with them kind of people anymore. I'm just not. And it don't matter whether they're friends or family. If they stupid, they stupid. I don't give a damn how close you are to them. You know? Can't do it no more, man. I had my fill of it this year. I've had my fill of it. Really have. I have to woosah every day to get that out of my system because I don't want it to be like that. And no, it's not that I think I'm beneath it. I think somebody's beneath me. I just don't want nobody to put me beneath them with that mentality. Can't do it. All right, guys. This is DJ Wolf. I was glad to get that out of my system. This is my woosah moment. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Google. And I forgot the others, but you know the rest of them. Cashbox. I think it's Cashbox. Oh, man. Just thank you.